Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Memphis versus Arkansas college basketball matchup on Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free picks every single day, but if you're looking for the bets I like the best, the ones I'm betting today, those are the ones you find over at the website under the Premium Picks tab. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make bigger bets. If that's you, text that number on the screen. It's not available on the website. You can only get it by texting that number. But let's get to this one. Memphis taking on Arkansas, winner's bracket game. Arkansas, double overtime winner over Stanford. Memphis, a winner over Michigan in a game that they had a gigantic halftime lead, got reeled in, and then kind of reeled them back out. So the Tigers continue to fight hard, and I've talked about their story in other videos, but basically you guys know the story. They got kind of duped in the NCAA tournament last year. Two guys calling timeout. They didn't get the timeout. It was the craziest thing. They end up losing the game because of that. And it wasn't like one of those things where it's like, oh, they wouldn't have won and you don't know what would have happened. No, they would have won the game if they would have called those timeouts. Florida Atlantic, meanwhile, ended up getting the win in that game and rode it all the way to the Final Four. So Memphis just feeling bitter all offseason. I'll tell you what, these guys are playing dead focused and looking like a team that really, really wants it. And we saw that against Michigan, just cold-blooded, hitting those floater three-pointers that were just dropping in nothing but net. And when Michigan tried to reel them in, they put them away. We saw the same thing when they played Missouri earlier this season in a game they were actually an underdog in. This team is tough as nails, and certainly don't let Memphis fly on past you because they don't play in the Big Ten or the Big 12 or something, or the ACC. Believe me, they can play with any of those guys. Arkansas, of course, absolutely loaded, coming off of that loss against UNC Greensboro, bouncing back with that win over Stanford, but it took them a lot of extra time to get that done, and boy, they were in big-time foul trouble at the end of that game. They are lucky Stanford didn't hit that three at the end of the game because I'll tell you, another overtime, they might not even have had enough guys to do it. Mark had 25 in that contest, and Brazil with 14, but like I said, guys with big-time foul trouble, big-time, turning the ball over. We saw Davis turn the ball over 5 times in that game. Just a little too sloppy for my taste. And, while Brazil was dominating on the boards with those 17 boards, like I said, Stanford was coming right back at him. And Stanford, pretty big underdog in that game. And while they're an okay team in the Pac-12, they're not even a team that many people project to go into the tournament. I think what we have here is that, I really was kind of high on Arkansas this year too. Musselman's a great recruiter, and they certainly have a ton of talent on this team, even after losing some of the talent they had on last year's team. But Memphis just looks dialed in, man. These guys really want it, and I gotta say, tournaments sometimes are all about who wants it more, and I think Memphis wants it more. I'm gonna take Memphis, and that's gonna be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and what they do is they tell you how often historically all of the bets on the board today have hit. Then they show you today's odds, pair them up, and then put you on the most favorable bets. And like I said, 100% free.